All righty. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another rendition of Delete Laws. Everybody, hit the like button. If you would, please drop down in the comment section. OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. And if you would, share the videos, ask your friends to subscribe. So I want to show a couple of videos today, and especially this video that is from Cops Hate Cameras. That's the one out of Miami. I want to show you guys how, if you know how to invoke your rights, you can be an absolute game changer. An absolute game changer. All right. So I was watching this and I wanted to share it with you guys. And the whole key to this one right here, this video, the whole key to this video right here is none of those guys had a 5A cop card on them. And this one is like a hotel credit card. This is a step-by-step tutorial that you use with your camera to ensure that you know how to invoke your rights, and also so you can show the pigs your rights on a card. Oof, sorry about that. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you see cops as scumbags, as the enemy of you. I'm just curious, how many people actually see, when you see a cop, does your stomach go through your throat? Do you get nervous? Put a 1 in the chat if you have absolute intrepidation and fear. You know, when I toured the country in 2022 and I went from California to Maine and back twice, Florida, only place I didn't go was the Northwest. I didn't get up to Washington and Oregon. But put a 1 in the chat if you have absolute fear and intrepidation of these jackboot thug pigs. And that was the resounding issue that I ran into across the country, no matter where I went, that the pigs in this country are out of control. I mean, just so you guys know, man, I don't just send you one 5A cop card. I send you 2. I send you one for the non-driver card, and then I send you one for the driver card. So if you just have this in your wallet and you're driving someone else's car and you don't have the trifold on you, then there you go. All right. Enough of me blabbing. I'm sure you guys are like, shut up, Chili. Show me a video. All right, let's get into this. And you guys show me if you can see where the mistakes are. All right. Love you too, Veranda. Appreciate you, Lenny. Good to see you.
There's stuff right here. Can you stay back? You can record me. It's fine. Just do it on the sidewalk. Appreciate that. Thank you.
So he ignored him. He said, you can record me, but do it from over there. And the guy ignored him.
You're kind of distracting me. There's a lot of people here.
I'm distracting you.
I'm talking to you, and I can't.
You don't have to talk to me.
You mean you can't just start wailing on poor black people who are sitting on crates in a field who have nothing, that you're wasting our time and our tax dollars dealing with those folks?
Just stay over there.
This is my safety.
I'm not distracted.
Oh, there it is, y'all. You just heard it. There's Terry versus Ohio.
You don't have to talk to me. You can stay over there.
This is my safety.
I'm not distracted.
You're distracting me. This is for my safety. Everything is about your safety. Everything is about that pig's safety. The only reason he's saying those exact words is because why? Terry versus Ohio. Without Terry versus Ohio, he couldn't be giving people unlawful orders as to where they can stand on a public sidewalk.
I can't.
You don't have to talk to me. You can stay over there.
This is my safety.
I'm not distracting you, bro.
I'll be honest with you, and I'll be respectful as much as I can. All right, Officer Santana Ford.
Oh, what? What did he just say?
Bro.
I'll be honest.
So now, instead of going there to investigate what they were supposedly investigating, they are now only focusing on the person with the camera. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see it. They went there to investigate poor, I mean, clearly poverty-stricken blacks in a tiny little field by looks like, I don't know if it's in a pig shack or those two pig cars just pulled up.
There's a lot of people here.
There's a lot of people here.
I'm distracting you.
I'm talking to you, and I can't.
You don't have to talk to me. You can stay over there.
Distracting me. This is safety.
I'm not.
Oh my God. You're distracting me. It's for my safety. Shut your mouth, pig.
Distracting you, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'll be respectful.
I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to be respectful. Put a 1 in the chat if you know this pig is not going to be respectful. He is not going to be respectful.
As much as I can. All right. Office some time.
As much as I can. So it's not possible for you to be respectful because you're a pig, dude. It takes a real loser to sign up to be the pig.
We're doing an investigation. This is part of an investigation. You should go on the sidewalk.
No. He's in a public area right there. The sidewalk, if you look at the road right there, see the squares? And then to the right there, he could just literally step 3 feet to his right, it looks like, and he'll be on a public sidewalk. But that looks like it's a...
This is not the sidewalk. I need you to go to the sidewalk.
Listen, I'm not instructing your investigation.
You are.
I'm not.
I am telling you.
I'm not.
I'm giving you.
Why she not instructing your?
I'm giving you a lawful order.
That's not a lawful order.
It is a lawful order to move.
Plant your feet and tell the pig, I'm not moving my feet. Let me explain something to you. You explain to that jackboot thug pig that my rights are not up for negotiation. You pull out your 5A cop card non-driver and you state, number 1, you saw the pig, you state aloud, I invoke my 1A rights. While you're filming, you have the right to film cops upheld by your First Amendment, and then with an exclamation point on it in the 2017 case of Turner versus Driver. The cop approached him. Cop approaches you and says any words at all. While filming, you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And then you can say it if you want, or you can hand him the card. The Fifth Amendment is unequivocal. Cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. Right there. This is the 5A cop card non-driver. So if you're in a car, you should have this in your trifold. So if you're driving a car, see that little slip right there? Anybody's in your car, it goes right there inside that slip, just like that. Your non-driver card goes right in your trifold so that you can then give it to any passengers in your car. So you have to have this on you, but you have to invoke your First Amendment right and your Fifth Amendment right immediately.
I'm not instructing your investigation.
You are.
I'm not.
I am telling you.
I'm not.
I'm giving you.
Why she not instructing your?
I'm giving you a lawful order.
That's not a lawful order.
It is a lawful order to move to the
I don't
sidewalk.
consent to your lawful order.
Well, you're about to consent. I'm about to put you in the back of the seat.
I don't mind. I don't
You
mind.
gonna go to the side, or you gonna?
It'll be a fine on the city, not me.
Listen. What are you talking about?
I'm not instructing your investigation.
A street lawyer?
No, what are
telling
you?
you what
A
it is.
street cop?
Yeah, I'm a cop.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Oh,
great.
my God.
Listen, we're talking
You're gonna use?
now.
You're gonna move to the side or not?
You they came over here talking to me. I didn't say nothing to none of these
No
officers.
one can't have you
Get your
behind you while
supervisor
you're
here.
doing stuff.
Get your supervisor here.
Listen,
It's a whole barrier between us, bro. What do you mean
Listen,
I'm
this is
behind
an
you?
investigation. She's an investigation. He is.
We have a whole bunch of narcotics here.
So,
These
you
people
wanna
are
move?
involved.
Okay, that's
We're
fine,
talking
bro.
to them.
Y'all
I
can
don't
do.
need no one
I didn't
behind me while I'm talking
I
to
didn't come and say anything to you.
Well,
You don't
you're
have
in
to say
the
something
My
to
presence.
me.
I mean, let me just go back a couple of seconds here. Watch how these cops, when he doesn't do exactly what they want, watch how they look. There's 2 of them on him. He's doing nothing but filming. Absolutely nothing but
Don't
filming.
mind. I don't
You're
mind.
gonna go to the side, or you're gonna? keep going?
It'll be a
You're going to go to the side or you're going to keep going. That is a violation of his First Amendment rights. And if this guy had the money, he could literally sue that pig for those words alone.
fine on the city, not me.
Listen, what are you talking about?
I'm not instructing your investigation.
A street lawyer?
No, what
I'm
are
telling you
you?
what
A
it is.
street cop?
Yeah, I'm a cop.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Oh,
great.
my God.
Listen, we're talking.
That's your chance to tell him you signed up to be a pig because you're the lowest rung on the ladder. You are the dumbest person there is. They only hire stupid people to be pigs and people who will be order followers.
You're gonna use?
Now?
You're gonna move to the
Listen,
side or not?
they came over here talking to me. I didn't say nothing to none of these
No
officers.
one can't have you
Get your
behind you while
supervisor
you're
here.
doing stuff.
Get Get your
Look how they're
supervisor.
freaking out.
It's a whole barrier between.
Look how they're freaking out over a guy filming. And why are they freaking out over a guy filming? Because they're used to going in and beating, raping, torturing, mutilating, persecuting, prosecuting, used to killing people without someone standing there with a camera. And now even the homeless have cameras.
Between us, bro. What do you mean I'm
Listen, this is
behind
an
you?
investigation. She's an investigation. He is.
We have a whole bunch of narcotics here.
So,
These
you
people
wanna
are
move?
involved.
Okay, that's fine.
You got a bunch of narcotics here. Brother, you got a bunch of narcotics on every single city block in America. If you open up any city block from Beverly Hills to Philadelphia, you got a bunch of narcotics everywhere, dude. The war on drugs has been an abysmal failure, and you are the tool of failure.
We're
Man,
talking
bro,
to them.
y'all
I
can
don't need
do.
no
I
one behind
didn't. I
me
didn't
while I'm
come.
talking
I
to them.
didn't come and say anything to you.
You don't have to say something.
My
Be a threat to
presence.
me.
My presence shouldn't be a threat to
Anybody
you.
can be a threat
You
to
got
me.
a gun on you.
Okay, I don't
You
know
got a
if you have-
taser. You
can have
got.
a
You
gun
got
on
all.
It's legal now, by the way. As long as you're not
But
outside
you
the-
have a gun on you. Open carry. How am I a threat?
Listen,
You can
hey,
tell I'm
hey,
not
just
a
Stand
threat.
there, record me. I don't care.
No,
Just
you
stand there.
can't
Oh, it
give me
sounds
a
like-
directive order to stand over there.
I'm so sorry. What did he just say?
listen,
You can
hey,
tell I'm not
Just
a
stand
threat.
there, record me. I don't care.
No,
Just stand-
But you do. The whole reason you're standing there is because he's recording you. And this man, as good as he is, God, I wish I could get him my 5A cop card. He doesn't invoke his First Amendment right and then his Fifth Amendment right and then just stand there. Plant your feet. Tell the jackboot thug pig, I'm not moving my feet from this position. I'm a free American. This is my First Amendment right, and I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right.
you can't give me a directive order to stand over there, brother. This America.
Please do it.
You can
I know
do.
No, I'm not going to do it. We don't trust you. If he leaves filming from there, those guys who are sitting in that field could be beaten, could be torture cuffed. Put a 1 in the chat if you know torture cuffs are always torture. Just put it in there. Torture cuffs are always torture.
your investigation. I'm standing right here.
Look, I'm gonna talk to her, right? I go like this. You're a threat to me, right?
You did.
Oh, shut. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I just want to just take a, let me keep myself calm here. That is the most ridiculous.
Investigation. I'm standing right here.
Look, I'm gonna talk to her, right? I go like this. You're a threat to me, right?
You did that. I didn't do that.
Just stand there.
Just because you.
Do you understand why we need to defund and abolish law enforcers? Why we have to get rid of Terry versus Ohio? Terry versus Ohio does what 3 things? We talked about this the other day. Number 1, it creates the moniker of officer safety is paramount over any of your rights. That's number 1. Number 2, it creates this magical detainment thing where they can put you in torture cuffs. And number 3, it creates what you always hear, reasonable articulable suspicion. Reasonable articulable suspicion is not in our Constitution. It is not in our Bill of Rights. A racist and biased Supreme Court throughout the history of the Supreme Court, with a lifetime member of the KKK on the Supreme Court, created Terry versus Ohio so that the government could grab black people. Now, that was 1968. In 2023, we're seeing the exact same thing here. That white fright is still dominating. That the white fright that they taught the pigs, everything's for officer safety. He literally just said, I can't turn my back on you or I'm not safe anymore. Is it just because you're taught to be a coward or because he's black or because he's a man? Like, how are you so scared to turn your back on another person when you got 6 other cops there who all have guns? Terry is unconstitutional. This is a Terry stop right here. The interaction he's having is non-consensual. That means it's a Terry stop. Make sure you guys can identify these things.
You want to.
Just stand there, record me. I don't care.
No,
Just
you
stand
Oh, you
can't
do
give me
care
a
though, bro.
directive order to
You do
stand
care.
over there, brother. This America.
Please do it.
You
I
can
know
do
it's-
your investigation. I'm standing right here.
Look, I'm gonna talk to her, right? I go like this. You're a threat to me, right?
You did that. I didn't do that.
Just stand there.
Just because you want to talk to her, you can't give me a direct order to stand over here for nothing, bro. Yeah, pay me. Thank you. Thank you. That's a good. What's your name and badge number?
I don't sacrifice my safety.
What's your name and badge number?
What did he just say? What did he just say? Listen to the words he says.
That's a good. What's your name and badge number?
I don't sacrifice my safety.
What's your name and badge number?
I don't sacrifice my safety. So that means that they are teaching the pigs that if they turn their back to any person, that their safety is in jeopardy.
We're 44418.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's professional. That's a professional right there.
No, it's not. He's with the. Okay, can we stop this? Can we please stop it? Can you guys please stop finding the good cop and shaking their hand or saying, this guy's professional, he's a good one? Okay, none of them are. If that guy right there who's saying, I can't do this because of my safety, if that jackboot thug pig grabs you and puts you in a headlock, the other pig who you're sucking his stick, that guy is going to jump on top of you and start punching you in the head. Can we stop with this? You're the one good cop on the scene. You're respectful. Let me shake your hand. You're such a good person. What a load of shit. Stop it with the niceties. These people are our enemies. They are the enemy of freedom, the enemy of liberty, the enemy of you. They're your enemy. When they talk to you, they're investigating you. During their investigation, if you say or do anything that would make them reasonably articulately suspicious of you, they can grab you and put you in torture cuffs and put you in a cage in the back of their car. That pig that he's saying, thank you, you're professional. No, he's not. He's the same as the other ones. If I see another one of you folks on video going, you're the good one, thank God you're the good one. Listen, I shake these pigs' hands all the time. That doesn't mean I have any respect for you, bro. You signed up to be a jackboot thug pig. You are the enemy of freedom. You're the enemy of the Constitution. How could you possibly enforce Terry knowing the Fourth Amendment? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's a war. We are in a war with these people. They want to put us in jail. They see themselves as a superior class to you. So if they give you their name and badge number, don't suck their stick. Stop it. Okay.
Carrera is a professional, guys.
Stop it. Carrera's the same as the rest, dude.
These other two officers is tyrants, man.
They all are, dude. Stop with the cop sticking. Stop it.
They forget that they work in America. They think they work in Nazi Germany or somewhere.
They are Nazis, dude. They are the enemy of you. All of them are. I thought, wait a minute. I thought that they wouldn't be safe if he stood there filming. How come they can stand there?
Hey, you got called back or what?
What are the pigs doing there? I mean, I want you guys to see something here. These are your tax dollars. These are your tax dollars. These guys are investigating drug addicted poor black people who are sitting in a field on crates. We have an amazing drug problem in America because we created a war on drugs. And so that means if you do them, you got to go to prison. We created a criminality out of it. And now look at our country. You go outside, there's a bunch of gray, dark, dingy people walking around completely addicted. They've been criminalized, so they can't get a job anywhere. They've been judged where they're unapproachable. They are beyond reproach. They're beyond redemption because they're addicted to a chemical. We didn't create a system of caring for people. We created a system of putting people in a dungeon. And these jackboot thug pigs are doing it. Every one of them is. Every single one of them.
Threatened me with arrest because I didn't want to stand on the sidewalk. This is crazy, man. And this is what we got to deal with in our community. All right, the guys probably did something they ain't supposed to do, but I'm doing something I'm legally bound to do. This is a protective activity that I'm doing right now. I'm just recording officers in their official capacity. And they all come bomb rushing me. I didn't commit no crime, but they want to put me on a crime by threatening me, by putting me in cuffs and behind a squad car.
Murder gloves.
Think about
murder
that.
gloves. When you see the cop putting on the murder gloves, be very careful. If they start targeting you, be ready to get out of there. He's putting on the murder gloves. Boy, they're really helping society by going there. You know that?
See, we give these guys a gun and we give these guys a badge, but they don't respect it.
Oh man, you know what? Thank God for that pig. Thank God for that pig that he found that, what do you call it? He called it fentanyl. Dude, thank God he got that off the street. That one thing he did just saved us all. Thank God for him. Alibaba, bro, I bow to you. You are the bestest. You're the bestest ever. You're solving our problems right now. Good thing you're there, dude. Listen, what the gentleman just explained who's filming, it's on your 5A cop card, non-driver. He didn't follow the steps. That whole back and forth could have been avoided. You saw the argument that blew up with the cops. If he had the 5A cop card in his wallet, he would know that when he sees the cops, he starts filming, he invokes his First Amendment right. And then if the cop says anything to you, you can inform him or show him the card. The First Amendment, I can film cops held up by the 2017 case of Turner versus Driver. And if the cop says any words to you at all, you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. The Fifth Amendment's unequivocal. You lose your qualified immunity for questioning me any further. That's how you do it. You can tell him, I got this card for this exact moment so I could check your pig ass. So I could check you, pig. So I could let you know that these are my rights. I did it on camera. If you violate my rights, I can sue your piggy ass. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. Listening to how they are, I can't stand them. They make me want to vomit. You got to get this 5A cop card. If you order anything during my live stream, absolutely anything, I'm going to email you the trifold, the 5A cop card, and give you all my products for free. You're going to get a juggernaut in an email that you're like, holy shit, I spent $9 and look what I just got. So you have to follow the step-by-step process of the non-driver card. If you're driving, you have to follow the step-by-step process of the driver card. These are a process. You use the process that I laid out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You follow the process that I teach, and this is the driver card. So when you get this, you get on my website, you print out, it's $10, you laminate it, driver, non-driver card. I put thousands of dollars into making these cards. You take these cards, here's the driver card and the non-driver card. You keep them. You keep them.
I'm narrating on my camera. I'm narrating to my audience. I said those guys may have did something wrong, but I'm talking about the wrong that the officers did by giving me unlawful directive orders to move on the sidewalk. He didn't ask me. He didn't ask me, or he didn't ask me. They directed me to move. I'm telling you. But see, you addressing me. You addressing me. You're right. Yeah. I'm talking to the camera.
Exactly, dude.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
They sent you over here to check on us again?
Huh?
They sent you over here to check on us again?
Check on y'all. Give a damn about y'all? Don't give a damn about y'all. Damn my police. I saw my bike. Didn't you see my bike out? I'm on the phone.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Just like the other thing, 2 blocks away.
Stefan, I got you, man. I'm sending you a bunch of stuff right now. Melissa, I got you. I'm sending you a bunch of free stuff right now. Thank you. Appreciate you. God bless.
Was a street lawyer.
Sean, I got you.
Because I know a little bit of my rights. See how fast they are ready to violate your amendments? Look, guys, we got more cars showing up. Back up.
More pigs for what? There's a guy filming here. You got to get more pigs in here. Hurry. Love you too, Melissa. Thank you so much. Oh, no, Melissa, I'm going to send you everything I sell for free. Thank you for buying one thing. God bless you. So I got 3 orders and I got 42 WordPress requests.
What's your name and badge number?
You have a lot of data.
What's your name and badge number?
45372.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sammy, email me to deletelaws@gmail, and you email me your order number, Sammy, or just hit me again on inquiry, Sammy, when I'm not live and I don't have thousands of people watching. Well, I guess it's only hundreds now. YouTube, the shadow ban is real. Very real. Brian, I got you, man. Sorry to hear you had surgery, brother. I got you, man. Robert, it's definitely in your spam folder, but I'm resending it anyway. Check your email, everybody. I'm sending off a bunch of stuff for free. I'm sending. Some of you guys bought something. 3 of you guys did. Thank you so much. Yes, Dean. I'm going to send you everything for free. Dean M. I got you, brother. Corey, I got you, man. It's in your spam folder. If you ordered a digital product, it's in your spam folder.
This guy right here, man, is a tyrant. Look, he's so afraid of the guy with the camera.
He's so afraid. It's so true. I got you, Dawn. You guys got to try to order during the live stream to get everything for free because I just can't. I can't. I'm okay. I got you, Leo. Leo Johnson. Yeah, Donna, you got a 5A cop card coming in the mail. I can't mail it till tomorrow, Donna. So you're not going to get it probably till the end of this week. But Dr. Donna, you won the other day when I did that giveaway. You won one of the 5A cop cards. 2 of them, I guess, officially. Henry, check your email. Michael Spence, check your email. You can come back around and donate, Michael, if you want to, but I'm not going to wait on getting you your products. That's the end of the video. That's the end of that video. So, yeah, listen, everybody, I'm sending off so many of these right now because I'm going to try to fill the 200 requests I got because I just can't imagine that I have to hear the story later that someone's like, hey, I emailed you on Friday night and then you didn't send me the trifold. And then on Sunday I got pulled over and now I'm in jail. Like I don't want to hear that. So I'm sitting here and I'm still clicking away in the background. Let me send this email for people who are in here now. There you go. The first batch is out. There's the first 80 people. Check your email. 80 people. 4 orders, but that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you're not going to win. Sometimes it's not about you. Sometimes it's about us. Sometimes it's about you and us collectively. So that's fine. Check your email, everybody. Check your email. If you order any of my products, the digital products for $9, it's going to go in your spam folder. I have the 5A cop card digital print at home. It's $10. It goes in your spam folder when you order it. The trifold, everybody should have this in your visor. You should not be driving without a trifold. You absolutely should not be driving without a trifold. If you do, you could have some problems. You could have some problems. You're going to love this one. So this is from Police Insider. Let me subscribe to Police Insider and drop him a like.
What's your actual birthday? Oh, shit. So everything's a lie.
On April 15th, 2023, an officer noticed a speeding vehicle and conducted a traffic stop. Upon speaking with the driver, he discovered that the driver didn't have valid documents or a driver's license. At this point, he was unaware of the deadly weapons in the driver's car.
What's going on, my man? 76 and a 45.
Look, you right. I ain't even gonna bullshit you. I was speeding.
You have the insurance and your license.
Is he having a laugh with the cop over him speeding?
6 and a 45.
Look, you right. I ain't even gonna bullshit you. I was speeding.
You gotta be
you have the insurance and your license, please.
My license is in the house. I was literally going to get some food, bro, and come right back. But I can give you my name. Here go this is my girl name.
Okay.
I was just going to get some food, bro.
I got you. How much weed's in the car? Realistically, how much weed's in the car? I can smell it.
Real? God, it's just it. And it's just it. I swear to God, I wasn't even smoking it. This from last night. We just had it in here from last night.
What else? You got anything else in the car?
Dude, I mean, this is just painful to watch. When the cop walks up to you, you got the trifold from me. You got this nice fat broccoli wad rubber band holding your trifold up in your visor. When the cop walks up to you, you show him the trifold and you show him that you are filming him, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You don't share a laugh with him about your speed. You don't share a laugh with him about the weed you have in the car. You don't do that. You don't share a laugh with a pig who wants to arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money and steal you off the street. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right away. Liberty Blair, good to see you. Good to see you, Liberty Blair. Let me see if I can see your comments in here. I don't see Liberty Blair's comments, but this is how you do it. This is the way that you do it. You use the trifold and you use your camera. This is how you do it. Even if your license is suspended, if there's a smell in the car, even if you've been taking something, chemicals, whatever, you still do it the same way. It's always done the same way. The DUI guy right here on YouTube will tell you, even if you are messed up a little bit, you still do the same thing. Everything you need to answer is right there. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I've been. Don't ask if I've been drinking. If I have a gun, I will take no tests, no searches or seizures. Use the address of my ID. I'll give no additional information. Everything I have to provide is in the slip below. There's your license, registration, and proof of insurance. All you took the time to prepare yourself. Put a 1 in the chat if you're going to be pulled over in America. Put a 1 in the chat if the cops are going to pull you over. Put a 1 in the chat if you know the cops are going to pull you over. If you know cops are targeting people to pull you over. They are, right? They've created an entire industry on ripping us off, stealing our money. The cops' goal is to impound this man's car, put him in the dungeon, and steal his money. You always play the game the same. You have your license, registration, proof, insurance ready to go. You have your trifold in hand ready to invoke your Fifth Amendment right. You got your camera right there ready to go. This is how you do it. This guy is making every single mistake you could possibly make. Laughing with him about him breaking the law, then having a hearty har about the smell in his car. Like, shut your freaking mouth, dude. Shut your mouth. It's like so frustrating to listen to. I got to keep my blood pressure down here. Let me calm down a little bit.
Guns, drugs, weapons, handguns, anything that a canine would indicate on, or if you came out of the car, that would find if I scrubbed.
From last night. We just had it in here from last night.
What else? You got anything else in the car?
No.
Guns.
Got anything else in the car?
Handguns, anything that a canine would indicate on, or if you came out of the car, that would find if I searched the car, anything like that. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
The driver picked up a charge here for not informing the officer about the weapon he was carrying. Things were only going to get worse for him from here.
Can you roll this back window down?
Yeah.
Oh, man, she's about it, dude. She's got the plastic on the seat.
Yeah, man, we clean, man. I'm clean.
Bro, please tell me that's your backpack.
Huh?
Please tell me that's your backpack.
That's my daughter's. I'm going there. I'm out here visiting. Nah, that's my daughter's. It's good nothing but clothes.
Hey, so.
And shit, clothes. Man, bro. I
don't know, bro. I'm starting to think that's yours.
Yeah, man, it's my daughter's, bro. I'm about to get some food. I'm out here visiting.
That would be next level if that was yours, though.
Nah,
but it has to be real diamonds.
57,000 miles. Just because you could, I gave it to you for 30. And then on market, it's going for 51 right now.
Just sell this to me right now, 2019, 53,000 miles, 30 grand.
Hey, I'm for real. Y'all, hey.
Wholesale.
Stuart, check your email.
51.
William, check your email. Thanks, guys. Appreciate
How
you.
clean is it?
So everybody be safe, man.
Stuart, check your
Y'all
email.
see stars in the ceiling. I'm cool, man.
Corey, I just got it, man.
The rims?
Huh?
Who's gonna fix your rims?
What's wrong with the rim?
This one's curved all up.
It is?
Yeah, look at it.
Man, stop it.
Yeah, look at it. You curved it.
Man, stop it. I ain't got nothing
on the
on
back.
Sure.
Imploded Mind. Go through my website, though.
Stop.
Imploded Mind. Go through my website. Don't email me directly
see the
with
room.
free stuff.
That can
Go
be
through
cut
my
right
website.
around.
It matters
On the
to
other
me.
side, is it?
Well,
I got you,
my
Jennifer.
girl, you just let your girl drive, bro. You can't be
They're
mean.
not his friends. Why is he acting
Hey,
like
It's a
that?
nice car, though. It's a nice car.
21,000, no ticket.
25.
I'll check your order, Gunner. I see your
But
email
I
here.
already knew he was finna get on me because these is hot and people be doing stupid shit. So I'm like,
You got the brightest of the blue too.
yeah, I'm like,
But this is the color I would have got too.
yeah, that's why I got it.
While the driver was busy explaining his business to the cops, one of the officers quickly ran a background check on him. He was in for a lot of trouble now.
We do real estate, wholesaling houses. You need a crib. We sell cars, everything.
Yeah, like an LLC little
Yeah,
company.
yeah, LLC, and then we turned it to a C corp. You know, then you can get your loans and
Right.
all that. You know,
I got you,
mom
Mark.
stay out here. That's why the bag in the back. I come out here to see my daughter. It's her birthday. I'm finna take her out to eat. Man, we chilling.
How old is
Watch the car.
Nah.
Yeah. So I watched the car, man. From
How's your daughter?
9.
9?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good age.
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm gonna ask you 20 questions, sir. What's your social security number?
Oh God,
No, I'll look it
Joshua,
up. Everyone can look it up.
you can't break Joshua.
Everyone can look it up. What's your social security number?
No, no, you don't. God, I mean, God, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? He's gonna get charged with a bunch of charges anyway. Why would you talk to him? You invoke your Fifth Amendment right immediately. It's painful. This hurts my heart. Like, what the fuck are we looking at here? So annoying. He gives him his social security number?
All right, I'm gonna ask you 20 questions, sir.
If you're driving a car and the cops pull you over, you use the 5A cop card. And the 5A cop card, these are your steps. You have the right to film cops because of Turner versus Driver. Number 2 says the cop approaches you and says he's going to ask you 20 questions. And you say, while filming, you give cops all your legal documents like he's doing. And then you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. The Fifth Amendment is unequivocal. Cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. If he asks you to exit like he did, you get out and you same thing. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is the way you do this. The cop just told him he's going to ask him 20 questions. Okay, if you're going to ask me 20 questions, I'm going to tell you 20 times in a row that I'm not answering any questions. This is literally how you do it. I created this card so that when you're in this moment, you can go, I plead the Fifth Amendment. It's my right to film cops. I'm not going to be answering any further questions. That I made this card so that you could do this to these pigs. For years, they've had the upper hand on us. For years, we couldn't come together as a group and talk about this civilly amongst each other. And now I'm sitting here teaching you. This week, I'll teach Constitutional Law Scholar, and you'll be like, oh, gosh, I guess he does know a few things. Other people may try to create knockoffs or other things like what I create. Listen, last I checked, I've been a Constitutional Law Scholar for 20 years. So I don't know what people are thinking, but this took months and months to figure out to get it just right for you. Just right. So that it would be a step-by-step process for you. It's just so frustrating. Listen, he says, I'm about to ask you.
9? Yeah. Oh, that's good age.
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm gonna ask you 20 questions, sir. What's your social security number?
Oh my God.
No, don't look it up.
Starts with that?
Everyone can look it up.
Huh?
Everyone can look it up. What's your social security number?
No way, dude. No way. No.
What's your address?
Mine.
No.
Where's your warrant out of?
I got a warrant.
Well, this ain't you. It's not your social security number. It's not your address.
Who? I got a warrant.
No, I'm asking you because you're giving me a fake name. I know you're giving me a fake name.
Nah, man. My name Paris.
The man had realized by now that he had accumulated several charges, and there was no escape for him at this point.
But I ain't.
You don't have any ID
look,
on you at all?
Look, I
Nothing.
don't even do nothing. It's just that it's probably gonna try to come up and try to say my shit expired. But bro, I done paid them tickets. I got all the receipts.
Expired or suspended?
No, I ain't got it. It's never suspended. It's expired because she said I had a ticket. I paid the shit, bro. So you go look at Paris Keaton.
See, that's the thing you can't beat about Indiana. What I love about their license, it tells you all the information. I can tell you everything. You may be 225 pounds, but you definitely don't have that social security number.
Smart.
Smarter than you think. And you wouldn't show me a Facebook. You had no internet connection.
real,
How in the world you have no internet connection? Come on,
My
man.
shit not loading.
Nothing but cash on you. What's your actual birthday?
Oh shit.
So everything's a lie.
Why is he talking to the pig, though? Why is he talking to the pig?
What's your middle name? Oh my God, not
I
even,
ain't shit finna come back.
I got you, Ian.
not even
Sending it to you
truthful at all, bro.
Nah, you good, bro. I don't be out here, bro. It's just, that's stupid.
Thank you so much.
I paid
Louise.
that shit. I
Thank
got
you.
the receipt in there, bro. I paid that shit twice.
Twice.
Yeah, they said I didn't pay it. Then I came back up here and paid it again.
Where's that ticket out of?
Du Bois, I think.
What's wrong with your
You want-
license?
you want-
Yeah. If it's suspended,
No, it's not
expired.
suspended. Never. It was
So if it's
expired.
expired, then it shouldn't
Over.
be no big deal.
That's
Why
what
don't
I'm
you just go
saying.
get a new one?
Because they won't let me. So I had to get my Indiana one. Bro, it's a bunch. You gonna see?
So you got an Indiana license?
Yeah, I got Indiana license.
Where
But
that at?
I don't even. I ain't, bro. I was literally going to get some damn food, bro.
But
He ain't catch me speeding, bro. That's cool. That's cool, bro.
You just said you was going like 64.
Bro,
You agreed with him,
64,
bro.
right?
You
Then I
gave
slowed
him
down,
all the
then
ammunition he
just
needs.
seen the bright car, and you know it was a little.
But yeah, they just
got you,
seen the
Timmy.
bright car, though.
Tomatoes.
He was trying to excuse himself from the situation, but the officers had one more blow to deliver.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all be
Felipe,
right here.
send me your order number.
I ain't snitching on nobody, but y'all be right here.
Felipe Marquez, send me your order number.
Come out. I got Indiana license gonna come out here, say it's expired, but that shit was like from 2016, 17, bro. Like, so I just gave up. I just got my Indiana license. He say I was speeding, but I'm gonna give it to him. You know, you be nice to him when they let you go.
He say.
I ain't got shit. I'm good, man. I ain't tripping about that shit, bro.
I would be
Good news or
concerned
bad
about
news?
that.
That's bad news.
What's the bad news? I got to your car.
Why?
You don't have insurance.
Oh,
On God, we got insurance.
You only showed me the policy.
Hold on, let me show you, bro. We got insurance. I pay $400 a month for that shit.
Corey, check your email.
Yeah, bro. Full coverage. $400 a
Corey
month.
P.
Come over here real quick, bro. Nah, you put your phone up here. You got anything else gonna poke me, prickly, probably without reaching?
Man, this guy's answered every question that this cop has asked. Who wants to bet he's going to jail?
Just face the car real quick. For my sake, this works. All right.
You hear that? There it is. There's the Terry versus Ohio. Listen to it.
You prickly, probably without reaching. Just face the car real quick. For my sake, this works.
My safety. So let me ask you guys a question and see if you can answer correctly here. Ready? What is everybody check your email? I just sent off 100 emails just now. I was clicking in the background. I just sent off 100 emails. Let me know in the comment section if you guys got everything that I sell for free. A couple of you people bought something. Sales are pretty abysmal today, but that's okay. It's one of those days. I woke up I'm on my 4th day of my fast. So let me just stay focused here. What does that term, it's for my safety, it's for officer safety. What does that cause eventually? I'm not going to leave you in suspense. It's called Uvalde, Texas. Remember Uvalde? There's 300 pigs outside of the classroom where a madman is executing kids. We can hear them screaming. We can hear the gunshots going off. They've ingrained in these beta male order followers that officer safety is the most paramount thing. There's nothing more important than officer safety, all the way to the point where there were war heroes in that group of 300 pigs standing outside of the classroom in Uvalde where the madman was executing kids. And they just kept that mantra going amongst themselves. Officer safety, officer safety, officer safety, officer safety. Otherwise, why wouldn't you go running in? If I heard gunshots, just so you know, my gun is right here. My gun is right there. My gun is sitting right there. It's always next to me. I always have my gun right there. So if I hear gunshots out the door and I hear kids screaming out my door, I'm probably going to grab my shotgun because I got a big, huge clip in that, big, huge magazine. And I'm probably going to grab my shotgun first. And I don't know if I want to get the AR out in the city. I don't want to bring my AR-15 out, but I definitely would grab my handgun and I would grab my shotgun as soon as I hear those gunshots going off. And then I'm going to step outside that door and I'm going to find out what's going on. That's what I'm going to do. So you got 300 cops in Uvalde outside of a door where they are killing kids on the other side of the wall. How come those guys don't go rushing in? Officer safety. They have repeated and drummed this mantra into these beta male order followers that it's about your safety first. You didn't sign up to be the best and the brightest and the bravest. You signed up to make sure that you are safest. Is that what we want? We want peace officers who are only concerned about their safety? Or do we want peace officers who are for rights protectors and to uphold our civil liberties? That's what we want. But these jackboot thug pigs who call themselves law enforcers, and by the way, there's no such thing. None of them have a law enforcement certificate. They all have a peace officer certificate. They magically become a law enforcer after they graduate from peace officer school so they can be an enforcer. I can't stand this entire agency. I can't stand it. So that's why you have the term officer safety and why Terry versus Ohio creates that term officer safety and why officer safety is a cancer. It's an absolute cancer. 2 different videos today, 2 completely different scenarios that we're watching, and both pigs say what? Officer safety. It's about officer safety first. It is not, you dumb jackboot thug pig. It is not. Go to my website right now and get a trifold, get a 5A cop card, get a poster, get an ebook. Do it now. And I'll email you everything I sell for free. Let me know in the comment section how many people. I sent off 100 emails. There has to be someone in here who just got a bunch of free stuff in their email. There has to be. There has to be. So let me know so I can pin your comment up here.
How's it went for this?
Come over here real quick, bro. All right, you put your phone up here. You got anything on that's gonna poke me, prick me, pry me without reaching? Just face the car real quick. My safety. All right.
My safety.
Real quick. You got a warrant out of Will County.
For real?
Yeah.
What?
Failure to appear. Traffic.
For driving.
I'll be solid with you and take the watch off yourself. So
Did he just say, I'll be solid with you? You're putting the man in torture cuffs who would probably just get in the back seat upon request.
I got a bond.
We have to get the. We'll have to take a look at the actual warrant.
Take your watch off. Take your watch off so we don't crack it up.
I really don't want to pay
Hey,
for a new
didn't we
one.
just go? Didn't I pay that warrant shit?
It's all right. You get a court date. It's quick.
Yeah, you can get off the bond out.
Hey, you sent it.
Is that what's happening now, CC?
All
Wow.
right, look.
I was suspended. I did, yeah.
The cap.
And no valid out of Illinois.
No.
You've been into
Bro,
it with the boys,
no,
bro.
he cap, bro. He cap.
The driver's girlfriend called and tried to explain the insurance details to the officers, but they remained unconvinced.
Yeah, that's the policy number right there.
That's for a 2014 Chevy Impala.
Now he just didn't switch to what's the name. You can look it up.
We can't look it up.
They're not sending your card, but say that's our policy number still. It's the same policy
It's
number.
under the same.
So we can't look.
We can't get an insurance company's stuff. It has to say this vehicle. This says 2014 Chevy Impala.
It's under. So I got to call it.
And this just says application.
Yeah, for real.
I got you.
Bro, I swear to God, I got insurance. Hey, damn. Hey, I had shoulder surgery. It's like 4 weeks ago.
There you go. Is that
Like
better?
that.
Yeah, is that better? We're not going anywhere just yet. Trying to distract.
Crack the window, man. It's hot as hell.
Yep.
He said he had shoulder surgery. There's no reason to put him in the back of a cage.
As soon as the officers got the man inside the police car, they searched his vehicle and found his guns.
Hey, my gun ain't hot.
So hold on a second. You know, let me just zero in on this channel for a second. Police Insider. The way you just talked, the way that Police Insider just talked. Did you hear that? Police Insider. He was unaware of the deadly weapons in the driver's car. Yeah. Yep. Sorry, bro. No chance. You sound like a copsucker to me, and you sound like you're anti-Second Amendment. So I'm not going to subscribe to that channel. The deadly weapons in his car? What about the deadly weapons those jackboot thug pigs are carrying? And isn't it his right to have a gun in his car? Isn't it his God-given right to have self-protection? The government has created a bunch of laws around guns, but the gun itself is not bad. Why? I mean, he was unaware of the deadly weapons in the driver's car. Sounds a little cop sucky to me, bro. Sounds like you are a bootlicker. Oh, dude. I know I didn't read all this before I showed your video. If I had known you were a cop sucker like this, I would not have showed your video. Ugh. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. Cop sucking video. Ugh.
My gun registered, man. We good. I thought Biden passed. I mean, not Biden. Trump passed a law for you can take it over state line.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, y'all. And for all of my Trump supporting friends, I'm really sorry to let you know this, but Trump infringed our Second Amendment more than any other president since Ronald Reagan passed the Brady Act. So what Donald Trump actually did for you and I, for gun owners, and I have several guns, is he made it so that he banned bump stocks. The ATF then created a bunch of rules around banning bump stocks, and a bunch of people are in prison today because of what Donald Trump did when he was president. I won't be voting for Trump. Sorry. I won't be voting for Biden either. I'm going to vote third party. I always do because I can't stand Republicans and Democrats. I just want to be clear. Trump actually infringed our Second Amendment right. And then when he was questioned about it, he said, first we take the guns and then we give them due process. If you're one of those people who's, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, we don't really align in that way. I'm sorry. Republicans and Democrats work together to give the cops our rights, to legislate laws that are unconstitutional, and to ensure that we don't have our Second Amendment right. The only thing that's saving us right now, sadly, is a corrupt, disgusting Supreme Court that you have the dumbest guy in the world, Clarence Thomas, who's now one of the leaders on the Supreme Court. He couldn't get through Yale. He had to get through using affirmative action. He didn't do well on his tests, but he had been plugged and targeted by right wingers because he'll do whatever they want. I mean, I hate knowing all this stuff, but I just want you guys to know what I know.
Long as you're not a felon. So what I got to do to get my gun back?
You lied about your name to cover up a warrant, which
no, I swear to God, bro, I didn't know I had a warrant, bro.
To conceal something else. So okay, that's already obstructing. There's a lot of charges.
No, I thought my license was expired out here, bro. Hey Siri, call Lydia. Babe. I don't know if you can hear me, but they trying to say my car stolen or some shit. I don't know if you can hear me. They trying to say my car stolen or some shit and all this shit. Man, tell me out. They finna tow my shit, bro. Tell me I can't get it to Monday. Like, what the It's under the same policy, bro.
But it's over for the car. The car's already going. It's a wrap.
So
me and you are headed out of here.
But what? Fine. But all right, no, that's cool. But
you gotta take the car though.
What? All right, what they saying about what's going on when I'm placing my VIN and shit? Because now I gotta check that shit out.
The male already had an in-state warrant and was additionally charged with aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, obstructing justice, speeding.
I'm done with the cop sucker. I'm done with the cop sucking voice. The man already had an expired license and he had... Dude, shut your cop sucking mouth, dude. I'll never come back to your channel. Like, it just disgusts me listening to the cop suckers in our country. It's just so unbelievable how many people suck these cops off. And they're literally the antithesis of freedom. Let's check this out.
Hey, good morning. This is Kevin Sappho, also known as Kev Town Speaks on Facebook and other social media. As I'm traveling here in Dothan on Montana Street, Dothan police officer just turned around in traffic and initiated a traffic stop. I'm interested to see just how this progresses. Apparently they don't know that I'm a licensed driver. This is another form of harassment and racial profiling. I'm going to share this with my viewers here on Facebook and other social media. I attempted to go live, but the function on Facebook wouldn't allow me to go live. So let's just see how this turns out.
What happened there? Did he just go quiet on me?
What's the problem?
How you doing, Mr. Sappho?
Yes, sir. What's the problem?
Some accounts with the Police Department. The reason I stopped you is your license has been canceled.
Really?
Yes,
How do you know that?
Because I ran it whenever I saw you pass me just a minute ago.
Is that so?
It is. You have your driver's license on you?
Let me ask you something.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
I'm gonna ask you something because I know you're lying. First of all,
this
is a form of racial profiling and harassment by the DPD because I've been filming you all and putting you on Facebook.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
Are you familiar with racial profiling?
I'm very familiar with racial profiling. I know what it is.
Well,
That's not what this is.
Why would you stop me then?
What this is you don't have a license.
Did you notice me in the process of committing any crime, violating any traffic law?
You were driving without a license.
And you know that because you just rode past me on the corner about 2 blocks ago. It takes you longer than that to access my information. How do you run my information without having my DOB and my social? Do you have my DOB and social?
Do you have your license?
Of course I do.
I got you, Daryl. Check your email. Give me 1 second,
If
Daryl.
you give me some justification for why you stopped me.
I need to see your license, please.
No, you did not. Because you're lying, first of all.
Here's the deal. Okay. Under state law, anytime that you were stopped and a police officer orders you to give us your driver's license, you're required to do that.
Under state law, you're not allowed to use that let system arbitrarily. You're not allowed to run my information without some proper cause. And what is your proper cause for running it?
I'm only going to ask you one more time to give me your license.
I don't care if you ask me 30 times. I have driver's license and you don't have no reason to stop me.
Turn this into something that doesn't have to be.
If I'm turning into what it is, it's a racial profiling, and that's why I'm recording you. Now, I'm gonna ask you to get your supervisor out here because I know you're lying.
My supervisor's right there.
Okay, fine. Have him come out here. That's what we're gonna do.
Check your
We're gonna
email.
get to the bottom of this.
Sent off a
Right
bunch more free stuff. Check your email, please.
Your license has been canceled.
now. So you say. I say otherwise. You didn't run my license. You lying. You didn't run my license, Officer McAllister. No, you did not.
I've got it pulled up if you'd like to come see it.
Okay. Well,
Check
see about
1027 starts on Bravo Mike Evans Apple.
and this is what I've been reporting on right here on Facebook and other viewers on social media, especially on YouTube. I want you all to tune in and see just how the law enforcement here in Dothan is conducting, how taxpayers' money is being spent. Because I have recorded these people and I have exposed them, they have continued to harass me on every corner.
Who wants to talk to my supervisor at your end right now?
Yes, sir. Your question, supervisor.
I am. You are?
Connor.
You Corporal Connor. Now, this officer, I asked him what was the proper cause of him to initiate this traffic stop, and he lied to me. The same reason I was stopped several days ago when I videotaped you as well as Officer Beatty for the same type of activity when I was riding through Johnson home and was stopped for no apparent reason.
I was that supervisor on that day. Yes.
Okay, good. Now, I want you to instruct him to ask him what was his purpose for stopping me and what traffic laws am I suspected of violating. Ask him that.
He explained that to you, sir.
He did not explain that to me because I have not been cited for any violation. He does not. He don't have me suspicious of.
Violations that day.
Well, I'm talking about this. This is a whole new day. This is September 7th, 2017. It's a whole new day.
What did he say?
Ask him. Ask him. He may tell you the truth. But he told me a lie.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to change your opinion here by asking him.
So I'm saying to you, what is the proper cause for him stopping me and asking me for anything? What is the proper cause? Can you ask him that? Because you don't know. You just pulled up.
Whatever he told you.
And it's a lie. So I'm asking you, what is the proper cause?
Whatever he told you.
So what he said to him was that he ran his license plate. Let me this is a really good chance for you guys to learn something. So the cop pulled him over and said that he ran his license plate and that he took the name. So what he did is he ran the license plate, got the name of the car owner, then ran that car owner's driver's license, and then pulled him over and said that he had a suspended license. So is that legal? In the 2020 case of Kansas versus Glover, Kansas versus Glover decided in oral arguments 2019, decided in 2020. I already know this. I'm just showing you guys. Decided 2020. Facts of the case. While on patrol, a Kansas City officer ran a registration check on a pickup truck with a Kansas City license plate. Upon running the check, the officer learned the truck was registered to Charles Glover and his license had been revoked. Acting on suspicion that the owner was unlawfully operating a vehicle based on the assumption, he's assuming, that the registered owner of the truck is also the driver. The officer stopped the truck. The officer confirmed that Glover was driving and issued him a citation for being a habitual Kansas traffic laws, a violator of Glover moved to suppress all evidence from the stop, arguing that the stop violated his Fourth Amendment right against unreasonable searches and seizures. According to Glover, the police officer lacked reasonable suspicion to pull him over. The state argued that a cop may infer that the owner of a vehicle is the one driving. Absent information to the contrary, and the knowledge that the owner has a revoked license combined with that inference gives rise to reasonable articulable suspicion to conduct an investigatory stop. The state trial court concluded that it is not reasonable for an officer to infer that the registered owner of a vehicle is also the driver and granted Glover's motion to suppress. The appellate court reversed. The Kansas Supreme Court granted review. The Supreme Court reversed the lower court's holding that the inference impermissibly stacked assumptions and would relieve the state of its burden of showing reasonable suspicion of a stop. So the Kansas Supreme Court upheld it. And then, then it goes to the Supreme Court, the people who are supposed to uphold our civil liberties. And so every single Supreme Court case has a constitutional question. For the purpose of an investigative stop under the Fourth Amendment, is it reasonable for an officer to suspect that the registered owner of a vehicle is the one driving the vehicle absent of any information to the contrary? So if your car is registered in your mom or your dad's name or your brother or your sister's name, and they have a suspended license, the cop can pull you over. So the Supreme Court held 8-1, only with Sotomayor dissenting. The traffic stop was reasonable under the Fourth Amendment because the officer lacked information to negate the inference that the driver of the vehicle was also the owner whose license was revoked. These people who we have nothing in common with, you don't know any of them. Do you know anything about Elena Kagan? I know a lot about her, but I'll teach it to you. Do you know anything about Gorsuch or Kavanaugh, Alito, Breyer, Ginsburg, Roberts, Thomas? Do you know anything about Sotomayor? No. Let me tell you what they were. They were plucked right out of college, tagged, and then said, will you do the bidding of the state? Yes, they will. So here's the actual holding from the Supreme Court. When a police officer lacks information to the contrary, it is reasonable under the Fourth Amendment for the officer to assume that the driver of a vehicle is its owner. And if the owner's license is revoked, to conduct an investigatory stop of the vehicle. Clarence Thomas wrote an opinion for the majority. Under the Fourth Amendment, a cop may make a brief investigative traffic stop when he has a particularized objective basis to suspect legal wrongdoing. The court must permit officers to use common sense to make judgment and inferences about human behavior. In this case, the police officer's common sense inference was that the vehicle's owner was most likely the driver, which provided sufficient suspicion to stop the vehicle. It does not matter that a vehicle's driver is not always its registered owner. Did you see this? It does not matter that the vehicle's driver is not always the registered owner. The Supreme Court doesn't give a damn about your rights. They don't give a shit. You might be driving your brother's car and his license is revoked. You can be pulled over because his license is revoked and you're driving his car that's in his name. And it does not matter if the vehicle's driver is not always the registered owner. The officer's judgment was based on common sense judgment and experience. Thus, he had reasonable suspicion. And the reasonable suspicion comes from what? Terry versus Ohio. Kansas versus Glover is an extension of Terry versus Ohio. Do you understand that? Without Terry versus Ohio, you don't have Kansas versus Glover. And the traffic stop did not violate the Fourth Amendment because they don't care if you're the driver or not. Justice Elena Kagan, privileged upstate New York girl, went to the best high school, went to the best colleges ever, authored an opinion concurring in which Ruth Bader Ginsburg joined her, to the point that the license revocation alert does not end the inquiry because in a similar setting with slightly different facts, there might not be reasonable suspicion. Justice Kagan specifically described that most license suspensions, as opposed to revocations, do not relate to driving at all but are highly correlated with poverty. But yet she still voted for it. Yet she still supported it. She wrote a concurring opinion agreeing that you can be pulled over if you're driving someone's car that has a revoked or suspended license. Sotomayor, so just so you guys know, the only justice that I have any decency for in my heart right now is Sotomayor. Authored a dissenting opinion arguing that the court's decision ignores key foundations of our reasonable suspicion jurisprudence and it impermissibly and unnecessarily reduces the state's burden of proof. Sotomayor disagreed with the majority's conclusion that seizing the vehicle was constitutional because the driver with revoked license in Kansas have demonstrated a disregard for the law, arguing that the conclusion flips the burden of proof. You're guilty until proven innocent. Kansas versus Glover, 2020. So the next time you're going to drive somebody's car, you need to ask them, is your license suspended or revoked? Because the Supreme Court says it doesn't matter if whether or not you're free American. If you're driving someone's car that's a revoked license, you're guilty until we prove that you're innocent. We're going to pull that car over and say, hey, prove right now that you're not the registered vehicle owner and that your license isn't suspended. Incredible. Incredible. So you get pulled over, you're driving your brother's car, and the copper says to you, hey, license, registration, proof of insurance. You got your trifold. You have everything up in your visor, exactly like I've taught you for so long now. You have it on your broccoli wad rubber band, but you're driving the speed limit. You're driving down the highway. You've done nothing wrong. So when the cop pulls you over, you kind of get like this little liberty bug in your brain. And you're like, wait a minute. There's no probable cause to pull me over. None. Zero. So I'm not going to give you my license, registration, and proof of insurance. And then you go to jail because you got to prove that you're innocent. The standard in America is innocent until proven guilty. Not anymore. Now, with this unelected monarchs on the Supreme Court, they want to give all the power to the state. They want to give your right to travel. If you're traveling in a car that has somebody who owns the car, where their license is suspended or revoked, then they can pull you over. That is the opposite of innocent until proven guilty. What if it's the guy's mom or his dad or his brother or his sister driving his car? Now you're going to pull someone over who didn't do anything wrong. Oh, someone who drove this car, who owns this car, their license is revoked. So that means anybody who drives this car now has to prove their innocence. Go to my website right now. Get a trifold. Invoke your Fifth Amendment right. When the jackboot thug pig pulls you over and there's no probable cause, if you're driving the car, just give him your license, registration, and proof of insurance. Because put a 1 in the chat if you had no idea about Kansas versus Glover 2020 before today. Put a 1 in the chat if you had no idea that if I drive Shock Professor's car right here, if I drive Shock Professor's car and his license is suspended or revoked, and then they pull me over and I'm doing 55 on the highway and I'm like, yo, dude, I'm a constitutional law scholar. You don't have any right to pull me over. I'm not going to give you my license, registration, and proof of insurance. Nana, nana, boo, boo. And then the cop says to me, well, I'm going to arrest you then because you have to prove that you're not the registered owner of the vehicle. I'm sorry, excuse me? Yes. If you didn't give him your license, registration, and proof of insurance, and you're driving your brother's car who has a revoked license, and you're like, you know what? I know my freedoms. I understand. I watch Chili's channel. He taught me that without probable cause, I don't got to give ID. If you're driving a car, the Supreme Court, the unelected monarchs have created caveat after caveat after caveat for the police to have every single right over you. You don't have any rights when you drive a car. That's why the Fifth Amendment is the most powerful amendment today. It's no longer the Fourth Amendment, which is the right of the people. Put a 1 in the chat if you had no idea before today that Kansas versus Glover made it so that if you're driving someone's car on a revoked license, that you can be pulled over and then you must give the pig all of your documentation. Did you not know that before today? I'm going to bet that you didn't. You know, so Scrubzilla has not renewed his license since 2009. If I go over to Denver and I meet up with Scrub and he's like, yo, I don't have a license, but you can drive my car, Chili. I go, sure, man, I'll drive your car. I get in the driver's seat, start driving. Scrub's sitting next to me. Next thing you know, we're getting pulled over. For what? Well, Scrubzilla doesn't have a valid driver's license. They ran his plate and they said, oh, he doesn't have a valid driver's license. And now I have to prove that I'm not Scrub and that I'm innocent of any crimes. And now if you don't handle this correctly, you're going in torture cuffs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's get back to it. You guys, listen, if you go to my website, I will email you everything I sell for free.
I'm going to make sure that this complaint go formal right here and it's going to go viral.
I'll give you all the information you need to do.
I got enough information. What's your badge number, by the way?
1138.
1138? Okay, fine.
Go to deletelaws.com right now. The next 7
I'm going to
people.
file a complaint on you as soon as I leave this stop. This is Officer Blake McAllister. Badge number 1138.
2 L's. Make sure that you spell it right.
Okay, I'll make sure I spell it right. I'm going to attach your card as an addendum to my complaint. So people have a tendency to think I make this stuff up against these people, but I don't make this stuff up. These people ride around and harass
Supreme
and
Court
attempt
did
to
this.
intimidate. Now, I've already placed copies of everything on Facebook and other forms of social media just to let people know this is what we can expect from these people on a daily basis. It's just not Kevin Suffolk they're harassing. It's any black male. This is what happens in Dothan on a daily basis. Now you got viewers on here that say, man, why don't you just give me your license? Well, sometimes you have to take these things to the next level in order to get some real understanding and some real truth out of these people, because the truth from them don't even exist. Now I was just spotted a couple of blocks up the street, and because of the incident that took place on Saturday, September 3rd, 2017, here in Dothan, I was stopped by an officer in Beatty, along with this same Corporal Connor, and cited for not having a driver license, not having insurance, not having a proper tag.
Derek, you are the first winner of the 5A cop card. I'll send it out to you on Monday. Derek, you won, dude. Thanks so much for picking up something from the store. God bless you, dude.
And for not producing a felon registration card, which is required in the state of Alabama. Now, I was released and allowed to go on about my business after receiving 3 violations and a warning ticket about mutilated altered tag. And also, in order for him to determine or ascertain that my tag was not valid, he had to run my tag in. Now, a lot of people say, okay, well, all they had to do is look at your tag. No, they couldn't just look at that tag. The tag had a September decal on it, and there was no way to look at that tag and tell it was not current. Okay, I didn't produce an insurance card because I didn't feel like he was being truthful with me. And when you start lying to me, then all truth and all respect goes out the window. I have no respect for racist.
So let me just go back and listen to these words again. I want to make sure that they ran his license plate and it came back a revoked or suspended license.
And there was no way to look at that tag, in. Not to determine or ascertain about mutilated altered tag.
A mutilated or altered.
3 violations and a warning ticket about mutilated altered tag required in the state of Alabama. Now, I was released and allowed to go on.
So he got pulled over a few days ago in September, is what he says, because he had a mutilated tag. I want to follow this correctly.
About my business after receiving 3 violations and a warning ticket about mutilated altered tag. And also, in order for him to determine or ascertain that my tag was not valid, he had to run my tag.
Right, which the police through the Supreme Court have gotten the right to just run your tag. It's a total violation of your privacy, but the Supreme Court has done that to you.
Again, now, a lot of people say, okay, well, all they had to do is look at your tag. No, they couldn't just look at that tag. The tag had a September decal on it.
Right. They have to run your tag to see if the registered owner comes back with a suspended license.
And there was no way to look at that tag and tell it was not current. Okay, I didn't produce an insurance card because I didn't feel like he was being truthful with me. And when you start lying to me, then all truth and all respect goes out the window. I have no respect for racist, supremacists, skinheads, Klansmen, and deceitful police officers.
Oh, no. Just hold on. Let me finish a sentence for him. I'm going to talk over him right here on the last few words of his sentence. Hold on. Ready?
Truth with me. And when you start lying to me, then all truth and all respect goes out the window. I have no respect for racist, supremacists, skinheads, Klansmen, and deceitful police officers masquerading as peace officers. These people are not law enforcement.
The Supreme Court is all those things you just said.
No respect for
Supreme Court, which is
racist, supremacists, skinheads, Klansmen, and deceitful police officers.
Sorry, busy. Come later.
Masquerading as peace officers. These people are not law enforcement. These people are dirty cops. And I call them for what they are. They're a group of Klansmen, a group of bullies, and I call them exactly as I see them. Now, I want his supervisor to come out here because the supervisor's on duty. We've already had conflict. I've already called him out. If you watch the previous video, which, by the way, Facebook removed from my page after these people, somebody complained, I had it removed, and which just showed the same activity. But it's amazing how God managed to work things out. Praise God, and all praises due to God. This is not my doing, but we about to show them for what they are right now and make this whole escapade, this whole facade they're doing come crumbling down. And if our chief of police and our mayors and our city commissioners won't do anything about this, and we've asked for help from the NAACP, we've asked for help from everybody, but I'm saying my movement now is to save ourselves, and then save our sons. In order to do that, we have to press forward with the truth. So this is a job that somebody has to do.
Right. I agree
So,
with him.
For those who don't know and haven't followed, Kevin Sappho here on Facebook, go follow before you make comments. For those who are police sympathizers and those who are involved in other racial supremacist groups and those who are bootlicking, ass-kissing house Negroes, stay off this page. I appreciate you don't comment because I will come for you. Is that plain and simple? You come on my page and you don't like what you're seeing, then you need to move on to the next page. I have approximately 5,000 friends on Facebook, and those are the people who I reach out to on a daily basis. So if you're really not a friend of mine here on Facebook and you don't follow what I do and you have a problem with me talking, speaking out against the police and being an advocate for those less fortunate, my mission is for Bravo Mike, aka the black male. So if you have a problem with that, I would say get the hell off this page. If you tender-hearted and you friends with the police, get the hell off my page.
Dude,
Now,
I'm with this guy.
I don't have a problem with actual peace officers doing their job. But
Thank
when
you,
you
Joseph.
have racist skinheads parading around in police cars that we pay, the taxpayers' money provide, and they go around here violating their own laws in order to perfect their own agenda, I have a problem with that. So this is not proper policing. This is harassment. This is a form of intimidation. And this is a way to seemingly get back at those who don't respect their clan. So now I make this point to pretty much to validate my point that I've shown in the last couple of days. These people are abusing their power. These people are committing police misconduct, and we're continuing to vote for these politicians whose job is to hold these people accountable.
Republicans and
They're
Democrats.
responsible for selecting, training, and paying, and making sure these officers do their job properly. And this is not what we're seeing here. So I have a problem with that.
Right, but let me give you a little education, sir. They're doing what the Supreme Court allows them to do. That Republicans and Democrats put monarchs appointed for life on the Supreme Court. They're literally doing what the Supreme Court has allowed them to do.
Now, I've requested another supervisor come on to the scene aside from Corporal Connor. Corporal Connor is also the same.
Don't call them corporal. Call him Mr. Connor. He's not a corporal. He's in a civilian peace officers group. He is not a corporal in the military.
Or if you look up in Google, Abraham Howard shot by a dozen police officers, you'll see Corporal Connor fire.
You look up what?
Abraham Howard shot by.
What does he say?
Connor is also the same corporal. If you look up in Google, Abraham Howard shot by a dozen police officers, you'll see Corporal Connor.
I can't understand him. Can someone who's black help me out here? His accent, I can't understand it.
In Google, Abraham Howard shot by.
Abraham, what?
Connor is also the same corporal. If you look up in Google, Abraham Howard shot by a dozen police officers, you'll see Corporal Connor.
Abraham Howard, is that what he's saying?
Fire numerous shots into a vehicle of an unarmed man. And this is why I can't have respect for him. He's still on this police force and even gotten ranked since then.
Of course, you get a promotion when you kill somebody.
There are several police officers who have arrived at the scene. But I'm only interested in talking to somebody with some authority and hopefully put this squarely in the face of the public. And people say, hey, man, you ain't scared these people to kill you, or you ain't scared these people to do something to you. Well, they may do something to me, and I don't have no doubt they will, because I know they're trained killers. But what I want to know is I want to be able to put this stuff out here on the public and let them know there's a reason why. If I die, I die for good reason. And that's why I have all the insurance that money could buy.
Order anything from my website. Order anything from my website. You should get the trifold and get this in your car. Right there. I will send you the 5A cop car driver and non-driver. Hurry, this is the best gift you can get for anybody who hates cops as much as I do. I got to get the flock out of here. You guys, thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk. Make sure you guys go to my website, pick up a trifold, pick up a 5A cop card. Don't wait. Get it in there right away. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys on the next